Hey guys, welcome back to the greenhouse. This week looks totally different than it did the last time you were in here. It was full of plants before, but now it's full of pots because I'm planting up those plants that were in here. Most of them are outside now because we've had a few 80-degree days and it's just way too hot in the greenhouse. So last time it was way too cold and now it's way too hot. That's New England for you. Um, so I think I'm a bit of a bad YouTuber. Ooh, I think there may have been a week I forgot to do a garden tour. Um, I did have some videos scheduled, and those are up on the channel. So go ahead and look at those. Hopefully you like them. Um, but I didn't do a garden tour. There really wasn't much going on. And I was getting ready to open up my, I do like a little backyard nursery. And I was getting ready to sell a lot of stuff. And last weekend was a big push for me. So I was getting ready for that. So if we're going to make excuses, that's what it was. So let's go take a look and see what's going on. So we'll get out of the greenhouse and go this way. Last time we ended up over here, but we'll start over here. This is the plant hospital. Most of those plants are cleaned out now, except that I did notice that I think I have some volunteer lupin. So I grew a ton of lupin by seed and not one made it. But I think that that volunteer wants to grow, so I'm going to let it grow. Over here, these are gotten taller. I think these are garden, I think I said mums last time, but I think they're garden phlox. And the tall variety, I have a bunch of the ground cover variety, but I'm hoping that these are going to be tall enough for my bouquets this growing season. Oh, and we're having some trouble with the rain barrel, so my husband's gonna get a new, sorry, that neighbor's dog has got lots to say, spout that keeps leaking, and it just leaks out the rain that I collect. Here's the garlic. I don't have anything else in there, but I probably will plant some peas and to go up the trellis. This is the cart that I bring back and forth from the roadside stand that I have. I have some geraniums. I just have 3 pots left. Some peppers, those are look really good now. Some cilantro, big boy tomatoes, and I potted up in a garden tour. We were just looking at those pumpkin seedlings just coming up through the ground. Well, that's how big they are now. And my mom came down a few weekends ago, and she dug them all up and put them in little individual pots. So I love you, Mom. And there's just still not much going on in along the fence here, except there's some yep, what are those called? I really am a gardener. Lily of the Valley. I don't know why I can't remember those. And the Autumn Joy. This week the columbine are in bloom. I'm excited to see what color they are. I think they're going to be pink. My phlox is starting to fade out. And I made up pots that I'm going to sell for Father's Day, and I'm calling them patio gardens. This is just a trial one. I'm gonna have to cut back the onions that I put in there because they're starting to flop, but if I cut the tops off and cut them shorter, they'll definitely recover. Chive, oregano, cilantro, lettuce, and there's a tomato in the middle, but I think I might do either a tomato or a pepper, depending on what people want. I think they're going to be super cute. Nothing's really changed except that one did not make it. I told you there's lots of death in gardening. The bee balm's gotten taller. That looks really great. I've had that for a few years, and this is the tallest it's gone. But we've actually had really warm spring, other than the 3 weeks of torrential rain. That's the, my nephew was using the sucker net, and I gotta cut the rhubarb. I cut the rhubarb because I see it's starting to go to seed. I cut it at least twice a season. I'll cut this all back right down to the ground, and it will come back just as big, and I'll do it again in the fall. And you can't tell, but I planted 4 dozen corn. I think I did Queen sweet, it's a sweet corn. Yep, I can't remember the variety. There I just watered, and I got zucchini growing, and along the trellis I have planted scarlet runner beans and yard long beans. I didn't have any other beans like a Kentucky Wonder or anything like that, or a bush variety bean, so I'm going to try the yard longs. Those were in my seed collection, so we'll see. They're supposed to be great for stir fries, and I planted I just watered that area too. Okra, and the chives are blooming now. I love them. They look like little truffula trees. The sage is still not cut, but I need to take the hedge trimmer to that. And the oregano is looking great. I've dug out several sections and given them to neighbors. So my little sad pots didn't make it, but I do think that this one little leaf here might be some signs of life, but everything else died, except I do have some volunteer tomato plants, so that's exciting. This is my staging area for plant sales. Oh, most of everything that was in the greenhouse before, but the pansies are looking great. Those are going to be for fall, I think, this year. I did mums last year. I grew out, I made my own plugs and grew them out for the season, and then did like hanging baskets. This year that failed, so I'm gonna do pansies instead, and we'll do pansies and pumpkins. Apparently I'm a pumpkin farmer this year because I have all those pumpkins, and pumpkins and tulip bulbs. See, these are those little ones I had dug up. They are bigger than when I planted them originally, so yay. My theory, I'm really thinking that this theory that I have of digging up the bulbs every year and separating them out, and I'm gonna have much more success. That is getting so much bigger. I still really don't know the variety. I don't know what that is. I know it's a sunflower. It's in the sunflower family, but I don't know the name of the plant I seeded some sunflowers there in the tray, and this year I'm doing a red sunflower, so that's going to be exciting. And remember, in one of my videos for amaryllis, oh, go check that out, because I cut the leaves off, and I told you that I do it a couple of times a year, and the leaves just sprout right back up. It's red because it's getting a lot of sun, so it's like a sunburn. It will be fine. They'll recover, but these amaryllises are looking great. They also have leaves starting to sprout. And this is the poinsettia. I'll bring it into the shade where we can see it a little bit better, but go check out that video too, because I cut off all of the spent bracts and gave it a good feed, and look at the new growth. I told you that it grows quick. So once these new leaves get bigger, I'll take off these leaves, and then that way it encourages that new growth. But yeah, it's going to be exciting to try to get this to turn red. And even if it doesn't, like I said, I tried to do that several different times and I can't do it, but obviously it can be done because they sell them. But look at these geraniums that I got at the nursery a few weeks ago. They look like rainbows. The foliage is just as beautiful as the flowers. Actually, I think I like the foliage better. These are the columbines, and they're starting to bloom. I don't remember these ones having yellow centers, but aren't they super cute? They're so pretty. I love columbines. They're great in the shade. So that's it for this garden tour. A lot has changed in the garden. I wasn't sure if there was going to be enough to do it weekly, but in the spring everything grows so quick. So we'll meet again here next week, and be sure to let your garden loving friends know that I'm here, and share and like and comment. That really helps me out, and we'll see you next time.